Hey everyone. So I just wanted to get back to everybody regarding the Extreme Creations Intercooler kit. And as some of you know, I've been doing a lot of testing um, for this kit on the track over the last few weeks. And, I'm quite pleased with it, especially with the quality. The build quality is just fantastic. The install was pretty straightforward. Um, Very easy to follow. It wasn't too difficult. It took basically an afternoon, and everything was well thought out. Fitment was tight, but it fit. It was perfect. Nothing needed to be fabricated. I mean, it was just straight plug and play. And if you're in the U.S. to install this, you'll have to remove the emissions canister and a lot of the hose tubing and wiring associated with that, which isn't really a big deal. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Much easier to do if you've already flashed a bike and you've disabled that stuff. But once you get that out, and then there's room for the intercooler pump to fit um, right onto the frame where the that carbon canister had bolted in. I'd say it's about a 4 hour install, depending on how fast you are um, and the quality of your tools that you have at your disposal. But relatively easy, and like I said, the build quality is excellent. It wires into the headlight circuit, and with the tank off, if you crank the bike a few times, the headlight circuit stays on, and that will get the pump to run, and that's how you basically bleed the system. I think I posted that in the other video. Um, the plenum is made from billet. Um, there's an O-ring in there to keep it airtight, and the quality is just superb. So, um, anybody who's on the waiting list or looking to buy this will not be disappointed. Go for it, man. If you can swing it. I'm gonna be doing some dyno testing in the next few days when I can get free and just see how the bike is on a dyno and just to see if airflow is affected by having that plenum core in the path of the air as it comes into as it enters the plenum. So that'll be interesting. We'll see the characteristics on the dyno for sure. And the kit also comes with a Turbosmart blow off valve, and it's my understanding that there's no real performance gain, but it really sounds nice. It adds that character to the bike that will really set it apart. Actually, I'm gonna correct myself. There is a performance gain if you're running very high levels of boost. Um, the stock blow off valve has been shown to leak boost in some very extreme applications that I've been following on Facebook. So if you're really going to this engine to really modify it, um, definitely a Turbosmart blow off valve is the move. Now, you know, this topic has been controversial, but I do a lot of my fueling tuning with the Power Commander 5 software, and I really went all out. I got the Pod 300 dash. I bought the ignition module. I got the auto tune in there, and even got the secondaries. And after using it a little bit, here's my feedback. I prefer tuning with the Power Commander 5. Now listen, this is not a replacement for a flash. You still need to flash the bike to de-restrict it. However, the fueling and the timing adjustments, I prefer to do that with the Power Commander, and here's why. When you go to the dyno and you do your tuning, the dyno operator does not have to shut the bike down to reflash. And reflash will take up to 10 minutes at a time. He can do all the tuning and the adjusting in real time. And that's a major advantage in my opinion. Also, with the auto tune running, it really does work. I know they said that the resolution is not that great, or actually, I forget the word they use, but uh, the rate of speed at which it can collect data to make changes is not that fast. But it actually it works fine for me. Um, you know, ride in the higher gear, let the bike spool up, the way it does, and it collects the data. After about 2 sessions out, it really cleaned up the power band. What you saw there was just a Pod 300 with my quad display. I can get the speed, throttle position, air fuel ratio, and RPMs. And so, I've done a few events on the track already, and the intercooler has definitely served me well. The average boost temps are anywhere from 140 degrees on a 75-degree day to 167 or so degrees on a 80-degree day, and on a 95-degree day, I got it as high as 194. However, I believe I had a little bit of air in my system because my pump cap developed some sort of leak. So I'm probably going to replace the cap, and that should definitely keep temps down. I'm going to replace the cap before my dyno appointment, and that should probably get everything back in order. But overall, it's not a defect with the kit. I just think that was an isolated case. I think when I was installing it, I tried to mash the cap on there wrong, and I think I may have damaged it. But as you can see from the photos, on the track, and just steady RPMs, and hit the back straight and the front straight, and definitely putting the bike through its paces, leaning the bike, making sure there are no leaks from the system, and it really held up. The system really held up. It's a air and watertight seal, and it's really top notch kit. So in the future we'll get some dyno numbers, and see if there's any increase. I'm not expecting an increase. I know guys say that Intercooler will get you a few horsepower. I don't really believe that. I just think it'll stop the horsepower from dropping off when an engine would normally get hot. But we're gonna check it out anyway and see what the deal is with that. Um, and that'll pretty much be it. As far as intercooler testing goes. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. However, they've made a couple of tweaks based on some of the feedback that I've given, and the new system should definitely be a 10 out of 10 if you decide to go this route. So I hope this information helps you, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section. And as well as always, I hope you enjoyed these quick pictures. And thanks again for watching, guys. Take care for now.